Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. What is up? What is going on? Caitlin in the house. Good morning. Caitlin is still feeling a little sore from her surgery. Well, you know, I guess that's how that works. I'm still feeling a little sore, but it's just from a workout. So, completely different thing. But uh hope you're getting better, healing. Are you past this now? Like, is this the stones are out, you're all good? Is there more surgeries involved? Do you Are you at risk of, like, growing them back again and again? Like, what's that process like? Good morning, Mr. Jason. How are you doing today? What are you up to? Jason is not coming on screen today, folks. He is just gonna lurk and creep in the background while he feathers that gorgeous hair of his. Good morning, Jasmine. How are you? Um, what are you up to? How is how's the conversation going with the parents about life and future and all that stuff? Where are you up to? How's work? How's your side project? What's going on? Accurate. Surgery was no joke, but yeah, it was the last thing I needed, hopefully. Okay, well, awesome. Well, recover, and hopefully you don't have to go through it again. Uh, Good stuff. Good stuff. How's your husband? How's Hubs doing? Elbow, right? Arm? Something he did. Busted his arm or something. Guy's like a walking Mel Gibson in Unbreakable. Just kidding. Um, he's better. Broke his elbow, almost healed. Nice. On pause, focusing on selling my 911 stuff for now. Yep. Good stuff. I really love that. I will get something soon here eventually. Um, but I am in the process right now of kind of reworking my life, especially my budgeting. So that is kind of my goal. A lot today, but a lot over the next couple of days and weeks and stuff like that. Yeah, getting into that. We definitely need to figure something out. 8.5 today, getting back into the teacher's schedule. Yep. He's almost there, folks. You have, what do you have? 4 more days until you are back center stage, shaping the minds of our youth. Dad Bob, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Been a long time over there on X. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? How are the twins doing? Are they um are they back in school yet? I would assume no. Trying to recall where you guys live, but I think you're like Central America, Middle Coast or East Coast. So I would assume you guys aren't in school yet, but getting close. Are they excited? What's up with the rest of your summer? What's that look like? Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. It is rough. Our kids adapted really well to getting back on schedule. I think we were all very excited. Like we've talked about many times here, we don't we don't do a very scheduled summer. We kind of just like let it happen. We are a very laid back family. Part of the reason why I need to lock in and start looking at budgets and stuff like that with wifey, because we're kind of getting in this like um snowball rock boulder going downhill kind of situation. Like I keep making more money, but we keep spending more money, and if it keeps going this way, like we're setting ourselves up for some hurt. And that's just because of our lifestyle. Like, we've always been a go with the flow kind of family, husband and wife. It's done us well. We've created quite a life. Super enjoyed everything that's been going on, but it does add a lot of like behind the scenes stress. Like we don't stress about stuff, but it's still stressful to not have things in line or have a plan. Anyone else like that? David, good morning. How are you? What's going on in your life? Talk to me. I'm gonna be up here alone. Yeah, we do have to talk budgeting sometime. Uh, I would like advice. I would like help. I'm definitely in that market of looking for. The problem I have is that there's so much. Like there's so much to talk about, so much to discuss, so many schools of thought, so many paths, so many um podcasts, so many books, so many this and so many that, that it just gets a little like overwhelming. And you have to start somewhere, right? So you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna start here. And then you get distracted by whatever, and like you don't pick it up. Like with me, I'm gonna start with downloading all of our, bank statements, transactions, whatever, and trying to get some sort of organization in it. And I've done this before to where I can kind of like be able to tell myself, okay, we've spent this much on food, we've spent this much on this, and like get a starting point. But yeah, and I haven't read this message, but Chat GPT might be something that I need to. This month, I finally used my GPT and Notebook LM to do it in progress, but much more clear than anything else I've done. Yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning towards too. I want to get back into AI and start figuring out how to use that tool to improve my life or make, mundane tasks like budgeting um and other stuff like more seamless or handled by a robot. So it's definitely, I don't know if I've said it on here, but I went back to my routine of having a daily checklist of stuff that I want to accomplish. And one of the things that I added this time around was I added some guidelines and rules to it. I've put myself on what do we call it? Timeout? Timeout maybe from all things distracting. So I have ended deleted apps off my phone. I've talked to my wife about, getting me off of the Netflix and the Disney Plus, um, streaming, Twitter. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I'm out of there for right now. I've deleted that app. Um, what was the other thing? Oh, Roblox. Sorry to my Grow a Garden fam, but I'm taking a break right now. I miss you dearly. Our fun conversations. I have no idea what's going on, but I deleted that a couple of days ago. And then alcohol is the other thing. I think I've said that here. Buddy and I doing getting off the alcohol. What's one thing you wish other dads knew, but nobody ever talks about? So if you, Dylan, you're a long time listener. You would know that that last part that you said that nobody ever talks about is like a pet peeve of Ryan's. Everybody's talking about everything, right? It's just you haven't found them yet. But for me, it's definitely just been talking, like as a dad, like finding a group and having a conversation. Like this little stage here that I have now, and then even, I was in the chat like all of you before. Um, this has been the most eye-opening, like am thing that I wish I knew 17 years ago when I started my dad journey. I mean, I only found this, I think we're on 2 years, year and a half, something like that. So I only found this little stage here a year and a half ago. Prior to that, it was the V Friends community. I felt it there too, that, somewhere where I can just go and talk to other people that are in similar situations but different. And so they have, their own point of views, their own advice. I love that about the V Friends community and now this community here is that like we can get on and we can have first time parents, single people, just a married couple without kids. We have David, who has older kids and starting to have grandkids, uh, all walks of life. So I think that's like the main thing is just finding a place where you feel safe to talk and converse. I don't know. What does everybody else think? Anyone else have any one thing you wish other dads knew? Yeah, I don't know. I wish they all knew about the Daily Dad book and they all read it every single day because there's just some great, wonderful perspectives in there. I mean, today's passage is no, you know, it's an easy one, it's an obvious one, but um I think until you like when you read the words, the way that he writes stuff is really well written. He tries to break down the perspective that most people might have and then give them a different one. Always wonder how my dad would do on here. He needs friends right now. Yeah, and that's the thing is like you can even word it to him like it's never too late kind of situation. It's never too late to make that change, make that adjustment, build that, that uh dad strength, that dad perspective, and maybe that helps his relationship with you and other kids if he has other kids, if you have siblings. But I mean, we have some older dads in here that have, fully grown children. Again, David, Craig, um, Robbie, I believe so as well. Haven't seen him in a while, but he's around. I'm always inviting moms to lurk and listen. How do see that's another great perspective too, is getting the females in here. Like I love it because it helps me understand their point of view. Oh, what's up, buddy?
Oh,
Good morning.
oh, hey. I
How
didn't,
you doing?
I didn't expect. Good. Am I interrupting a thought?
No, I'm just going off the chat. I'm just reading what they're writing. They're throwing out some fire right now.
Oh, what's up, chat? What's up, couch? Can I share a thought?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing full well that I just interrupted something, but
You're good.
I'm trying to do well, I'm doing a deeper dive into just like all things, just like habits, like psychology around it all, and just reminded of like the idea that I'm fighting against all the time um, about like needing to be perfect, especially like when it comes to like coming on here and screaming and it's tough. I'm like, I got to be sitting down in my usual environment and I got to have my 30 minutes. And if I don't have 30 minutes, then it's not worth it. And as I was biking into the city, I was like, you know what? I got to take advantage of my opportunity to have people to connect with like this. I was like, fuck, a lot of people don't have that. And maybe just because like New York City just feels really lonely sometimes because like everyone's running around you, but like it's a lonely city if you really think about it. So it's
Mm.
like I gotta hop in there and connect, even if it's for 5 minutes and I'm interrupting someone. I'm sorry, guys. So that was my thought. That's what I'm sharing with you guys.
Well, I think that I mean, honestly, what's funny is your thought, even though you don't know it, unless you were listening, is right in line with what we were talking about.
Oh, I was
Because
listening. No, I'm kidding.
because Dylan asked a question earlier. He said, "What's one thing you wish other dads knew, but nobody ever talks about?" And
Mm.
I first preface this with, I just want you guys to know that if Ryan was here, he would say someone's talking about it. You just don't know where they are, and you haven't heard them yet. And then I secondly said the one thing I wish I knew in my early dad journey was like finding a place like this where I could talk, like where I could jump on, where I could jump in the chat. Like we have people that just jump in the chat for 5 minutes before a work meeting, or they're listening in the background while they're at the gym, or like you on a bike ride. So just finding a place where you can just drop a thought, have it bounced off, get some different perspective. Yeah. Ryan is never an interruption. from David.
David, thank you so much. David's been like a day one
Yep.
listener. It's been so it's always comforting to know when someone is gonna be there. And I think that's also the thing too. It's like there's the side of being able to hop in and have a conversation with someone, but then there's also, and I've always felt so grateful with this, it's just like being able to be given the platform or take advantage of the platform of people that want to be able to listen too, because that's not always something that people have and not always something that people want to do. And like Dom with you, Dom started as a chat person, as a more of a listener, right?
Stage one lurker.
Yeah, I love my favorite people are the lurkers. You know why? Because when they really do end up popping up at some point, they have like so much to offer. It's so great. Um, so it's me just basically saying I love lurkers, therefore I love Dom.
Mm.
Um, I love lurkers, and yeah, I always think, I always, I'm gonna say, hate. I always hate when someone says no one's talking about this. It's right because someone's talking about it, and because like we aren't all original. Most of us are like we are unique snowflakes, and that's beautiful. But at the same time,
Yeah.
we really do end up having a common bond in some way. So your thoughts are not original. If you've been scrolling X for the past year, your thoughts are not original anymore. There's something in your head that's teaching you something or telling you something, and someone's asking a question that you're now asking if someone's telling you about it. Um, but you know, find those communities. And I think what taught me that more than anything, I always liked. I had like a number of business coaches, some like really mediocre ones, some horrible ones, some
Hmm.
okay ones, whatever. I don't know if I had like an amazing business coach, um, which is why I'm not like filthy rich. But I was gonna. Oh yeah, it's basically like a lot of times they'll just teach you. It's like if you think that like the market is quote unquote saturated, you're usually wrong. Like there's someone else looking for the service that you have, right? So
Yeah.
there's someone else looking for the thoughts that you have, or to connect on the thoughts that you have. Uh, is always good. So, guys, did you know that The Outsiders is going to be a on Broadway?
No,
Did you guys read The Outsiders? Anybody read The Outsiders?
not me. No, sir.
No, should do that. It's in a book club. All right.
Caitlin
Well,
says she read it in class.
Caitlin, I'm curious because I'm thinking now. I think the most books that I've read have been the ones that have been like teacher led during class versus like
Yeah.
me sitting home and like reading them. Um, I remember, I remember like reading like Tom Sawyer, and then a teacher being like, "All right, well, you read this page. Let me tell you what it really means." I was like, "Oh, holy shit! I didn't think that at all." It's like I must be wrong. So I was like, I think I'm an idiot. Um, it was always like that perspective from like a teacher to be like, "Yeah, if you look at this sentence, this is what they're trying to portray," or whatever else is going on. So I think the best books I've ever read were like read to me almost, even as like an adult. So
Okay. Well, Caitlin, your resident teach our resident teacher here said you should read the assignment.
are you telling me I'm not doing my homework, or is that a book?
Guess it's a book, but maybe I don't know. She capitalized the word assignment, so I'm assuming it's a book title. She said book name,
Okay.
so
All right.
she's giving you your next book to read. Is what is basically.
Didn't you just hear me, Galen? I have to be read that book.
Oh,
That's what I mean.
sorry.
So, um, yeah, I'll look into it. Books on tape. My God, I feel like
Yeah.
that's gonna be a phrase that ages somebody. Um,
Jasmine is really appreciates the tour of NYC. So thank you.
I don't know if you are right now. You guys are looking behind me. You guys are looking uptown. This is Seventh Avenue.
Where are
Uh,
you off to, man?
this is the day that I go into this DEXA clinic that I tell people that they don't have enough muscle all day.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
and then and then they say, but what about my body fat? And I go, no, 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 no. Shh, you need more muscle. And so that's what I do for 5 hours is I analyze
Do you
all of
put
their
your finger on
data.
their lips and go, shh?
Yeah, it tends to work, and they've already signed things that I can do that.
Yeah.
So it's all good. But it's the truth, guys. Most of us are just under muscled. We're not. That's the bigger issue in life. But I'll stop there. But I have to stay true to my reason for coming on. My reason for coming on was to just make the habit and just be here, not to be perfect. So I'm gonna go. I love you
You could
guys.
join us in the chat too. Don't be
I have to go to
afraid.
work. I have to go to work. I have to go
No,
shish people.
I mean like other days. Like you could
That's a good
just
point.
say hi. You could just say hi and listen.
Right. All right. Here is Okay, I will make that part of my habit where I am going to connect with an identity habit versus that perfection. So my goal is to either get into the chat or to come on for a few minutes or be on for the whole time. And all of those will equal me being a community member.
Good
That's my
job.
identity. So then it'll work for me. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
We miss you, dude. Everybody misses you.
I'm here. Don't make it sound like I'm dead. All right,
Oh
gotta
man.
go. Love you
Great to
guys.
see you, buddy. Thank you
All
for
right, bye.
dropping by. Love you too. Bye. All right. Well, some good stuff, y'all. It's good to see Ryan. I've been giving him a lot of shit. Okay. I shoot him a message every couple of days just saying, people are asking about you. Jason keeps talking about your abs. Oh man, they mentioned them again. Damn it. Trying to go one show where that doesn't come up. I think it's my brain, not Jason's. I'm projecting. I'm sorry, Jason. But yeah, it was a good detour. It was a good talk. Good, again, he followed suit right with the conversation. We didn't get to talk about the reading, but I'll go into it really quick because it's a quick and easy one. It's just basically about playing, right? Title of the screen, play, play, play. Um, just enjoy that time with children, with your children, with other children, if you're an auntie, with dogs. We have some dog parents, right? Caitlin and her brother. Play is important. I can't remember where I read it, but it's something about just getting out of your adult mind, your thoughts on budgeting, your thoughts on, you know, raising a teen and worrying about suicide and depression and all of that stuff, and just getting down and getting dirty outside, playing, rolling around, playing board games. Of course, that counts. I mean, that's kind of like the adult version of play. But yes, that's like that whole industry of like adult board games, adult card games, all of that stuff is people understanding that like adults need to play, but like it would be considered weird if we all met up and we're like, let's hit up some Candyland, y'all. So they created adult board games. So of course, like that's the best. I think you and your husband, you guys got it going on. You got it going on right. My brother-in-law and his friend group, they play a lot of those adult games as well. And we've got, like he puts them on his Amazon list. So like we know he's still doing it. We buy him expansion packs, all that stuff. Oh, what's up, Orion? How you doing, bud? Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? How's life? What's going on? Um, what's up, dude? I'm trying to find one to take for Happy Meals this month. My little sister is too young. Trying to find one to take for Happy Meals this month. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Give them someone randomly. All right, I'm off with the mention of that's your bottom signal. That's your trigger. All right. Note to self. Give Caitlin Candyland. Got it. Committed to the memory. But yeah, get some play in. Find a way. Run, jump, laugh, swim. Uh, my stuff is usually with my son getting dirty, digging for worms, wrestling inside, playing make believe, pretend, tossing him on the bed, playing a little hide and seek. Not so much with my daughters. They're a little older. They're not having it. Someone say he appears out of nowhere, folks, in the last 3 minutes because he still can't comprehend what time this show starts. Oh man, you crack me up, dude. Life has been crazy, but I'm filled with gratitude. My mom passed on the third. Sorry to hear that. I remember you coming in here and mentioning it. Did not follow up. It was a crazy week, but sorry to hear that. I hope you had um, a good amount of time to spend with her in her final days. I hope everything went okay and it wasn't a, painful end for her or for you or for anyone else. But yeah, heart heart is with you, buddy. And I'm glad you're filled with gratitude. I'm hoping that you're reflecting on all the good times you had with her. Oh, see, that's amazing. Got to spend 10 beautiful days with her before she was totally out of it. That's great, dude. That's great. That makes me happy. But yeah, glad to have you here. Um, take all the time you need, obviously. You've already taken the time, but come back whenever you need us. We're always here. Adult games are great no matter what. Everyone falls on the floor laughing, so we never finish game. Yeah, our little friend group has been getting into those like card games. Um, we were playing left, right, center the other day or the other trip. I don't remember the other ones. There's one where like you read a card and it's like gibberish, but as you like it's word but also not words, and as you read it, it starts to sound like something to other people. I think I hold the card, I have the answer, and then you guys have to read it out loud. It's a pretty fun game. My wife is surprisingly like the alpha in it. Like she doesn't understand it, but when she says it, the way that she says it, everyone else understands it. So it's like we hold up the card and we wait for her to read it, and then we all listen intently. I don't know what that game's called, but it's a pretty fun game for a group of adults. There's a game where you get a prompt and write an answer, then the group tries to guess who wrote it. Yep, those ones are good. The apples games, the after dark stuff, like the adults only ones are really fun. Um, yeah, those are a good time at adult gatherings. Or you can just go head deep into like real, true, deep adult board games like Caitlin and her husband. But you got to go follow their channel to figure that out. Dom, that's a game we should play here. Which one? I think the one where we read it. Bouncing out to work. Catch y'all later. Yep. This is where we're at. We're at the end of the show. 6 o'clock. I was up here. I was ready to ramble and talk about playing all day and some other stuff. Ryan came in, gave us a little tour of New York, talked what was on his mind. Everybody have a great day. Not just Jasmine. Everybody have a great day. We'll catch you all tomorrow. I'm hoping Brofit will come on tomorrow. He was he said he had a rough night with the kids, so he was sleeping in. So I'm hoping he'll come on tomorrow. If not, next week is another week. But I want to talk to him about Norway. I really do. Um, it sounds like he had a blast of a trip. And yeah, everyone, make it a good one. David, Jason, Jasmine, Dylan, Karen Camel, Mint Meek was in here earlier. Dad Bob was in here earlier. Ryan Turner, Caitlin. Everybody have a great, 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 great day. Um, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.